Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Keepers League 3.27. In this episode is going to be only build updates and no highlights because there's a lot of updates. I got the Mageblood and then I transitioned to the Mageblood. So the first thing that comes with the Mageblood is, well, I first initially, did the div card, got the Mageblood, then I divined it, got the 4. Okay, so now these flasks I chose Quicksilver, Quartz, Granite, and Ruby. And then the mods I went for, highest priority was the increased armor, 60%. All of them have the increased effect and then reduced duration. That's just the prefix, and then suffix increased armor. And then the avoid stun, and then this regen, and then the move speed. The reason I say it in that order is because you could try to look up this increased armor on all 4 of your flasks and see which one's cheapest and buy that, because it's going to be the most expensive. And then the avoid stun's actually cheaper. And then this one is you can just buy any increased effect and you can just annul the suffix because annuls are really cheap. It's like 1C. And then, yeah, increased move speed is just something I went for extra. There's a few other suffixes you could go for, but because I didn't need them, I just went for extra move speed. So this is kind of like a bonus move speed. Not needed, but amazing. So then, yeah, with the move speed, it's up to 162, and that's without the phase run. That's perma 162 in town, and then, yeah, the regen 900. The armor 27k because I took out a bunch of increased armor, and then I'm stun immune. So then because of stun immunity, you don't need Brine King, you get to go lunaris, and so I got to be chain immune. I get the avoid projectiles, the reduced LE damage, and the physical damage reduction and the move speed. Okay, so that's yeah, we're immune to stuns, big armor, perma phasing, big move speed, big armor, and then the regen. And then there was a couple other mods you could go, but I already have the reduced curses through the tree, so yeah, that's how I have that. But you could get it through the flask, but I don't because I have it already on the tree, and this was cheap, so. But oh yeah, bottled faith, because you can't run another magic flask, and then like a progenesis is too much, and I run a granite magic, so you could run a rubies if you can't afford a bottled faith, but then you can't run a granite, and then what do you run? Do you run like a jade or a bismuth or a amethyst? Yeah, I'm not sure. But then, so that's the flask. Oh, and this is also, I mentioned armor. This is max fire, and I have the melding. So when I raise one of them, it'll raise all the max LEs. So I only raise max fire. And then, yeah, bottled faith. I went for the 10% increased damage taken as the priority, and then the duration, so 20% reduced. And then I got quality on it, so 7.7 second duration. With 40 charges, pretty good. And then I make it use on full with the instilling orb. And if you didn't know, you can actually crafting bench it. There's use when charges reach full. It's 5/5 instead of rolling it. These you have to roll with enkindling. You have to roll the 70%. It takes a few tries. Lots of enkindling, but it's okay because you could buy the flask. Okay, so that's flask. Boot. I got a new boot, and main reasons is after swapping the belt, I lost, specifically in my build, chaos res and some res, and so I had to make up for chaos res. So I did a boot because I wanted to change some stuff, and then I did a watcher's eye. So otherwise, I would have had to get a helmet where the extra suffix, my light radius, I slammed this. If I had chaos res, this helmet would be insane, obviously. And so it was really expensive to get a helmet with chaos res, with the reses I needed, and I'm like, dude, screw this. And I found Watcher's Eye on trade with chaos res and physical damage reduction with determination, and then it was only like 6 and 30 as the rolls, so I divined it, and in one roll I hit 8 and 47. I actually have the vid, I have the clip, but like I have the jewel, so it doesn't matter. Like it's in one jewel. I linked it in my guild. It's so funny. And then this also has haste, cooldown recovery rate of movement skills. I don't have haste in, but I could, and then I'd get extra cooldown recovery rate of my movement skills like flame dash and phase run. And then yeah, it also rolled 6% max life. This is insane. So then if you didn't have this, which by the way, before this I actually went for Watcher's Eye with just chaos res from Purity of Elements to get the chaos res. So that's what you can do also. It's much cheaper. You can see here 1.5D, and it's cheaper than this because it's not selling. And then you could also get a helmet with chaos res. It just depends on how you, maybe you don't have the dendro bait with the reses, but you now maybe have chaos, or I don't know what you have instead, right? But yeah, you would have to get the chaos res here and maybe the minion damage, and then so here you do the hybrid with the chaos where I have 49 chaos. Maybe you get a chaos ring and just give up the minion move speed, for example, or some minion attack speed. Or if you got 2 more jewels of Mignonelli res, then maybe you don't even get the Mignonelli res on the ring and you just get chaos res. Few options. I'll talk about the Ammy after, don't worry. So yeah, the Watcher's Eye, like I actually used this one until I found that one. It came up after, it wasn't even on trade when I first searched. And I searched for just a cheap one to make the Chaos Res work so I could keep playing the build. Because really, once I switched the belt and I had all this, everything was great. I'm moving faster and I'm so tanky. So then I just needed the Chaos Res to not die to Chaos. Because, yeah, Chaos hurt like crazy going down to like 20. And then I did this Timeless Jewel. So this is separate, like just now extra upgrades. I went for the 22,700. So the one I had, I put it up for, okay, it had this one and this one as 80 minion damage, so 160, and this one is 80, 80, 80. And then you could actually take these all for 3 points each, so then you could anoint something else, but I anointed this for now because I like it as an anoint, and then it was only 2 violet and a sepia, and so 22,700 is crazy. And yeah, 240, so we're at 820. Yep. And then we have the 90 max heli reses, and we're actually at 91. And my Purity of Fire gives 7, so yeah, 84. We're at 91. We're above. And then so the way we did this was Purity of Fire, the Ruby Flask, Melding, and then I have these jewels because you don't have to get minion accuracy on the jewels. I got max fire, and then I also got reduced effective curse, and then I also had whoops, that's just cold res. Max fire. So you have 1 max too much, and I don't even have the max on the boot, so you could actually have an extra 2 and go to like 93. Yep. It's insane. And then I made a new Hungry Loop. I already showed this, so basically on trade I bought a Hungry Loop with the Grace Aura effect already. And then I made it with Withering Touch and Awakened AoE, Awakened Minion Damage, and Awakened Void Manip. Of this, the Awakened AoE was the most expensive. It was like 8D at the time. Apparently Awakened AoE is very expensive this season. And yeah, but then we got him in there, 2120 AG in this god tier rank. It does, and that's with Awaken minion damage now, so like it's giga damage, giga AoE, the explode's crazy, and the chain explode, the chain clear, it's crazy. And then so I ruined my wand. I annulled because I wanted to get a little bit higher. I was so greedy and I didn't realize how good my wand was. So basically I ruined it, and then I had to recraft it, and then I downgraded the wand And just multi-modded it. It's so bad. So then, yeah, that with this, the minion damage 828. And then, I also took Ravenous Horde. This is fitting Ravenous Horde, where the minions have 30 move speed, and then they can get Onslaught, where we actually already get Onslaught, but it's only around the circle of the Perfect Forest Warrior, because I have the Perfect Forest Warrior and then the 3 Carnage Chieftains. Okay. So then, I also put this, Rune Graft on, and it gives a level to of all non-exceptional support gems, and I replaced the max life if you've taken 6 life masteries, which really shows you that, like, technically you could replace one of the ones you don't want, and then it could help you take all 6 life masteries, since then it would be only 2 that I don't need, right? For example, the fact that it counts as taking it, even though I've converted it, it could help me, because I could have converted the, let's say, full life, and then I then could have still taken the 10% more, but I would have to take the other 2 life masteries, and yeah, anyways, just saying. And then, yeah, we're still our Ascendancy, we didn't take any of that, and yeah, we took Ravenous Horde. And then, yeah, Dread Marches, so they're moving pretty fast. Think about it, 31 plus the 30 plus the 40 from the Dread Marches plus the 40 on the AG ring. Okay, look. Wee! 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 Okay, then for fun, here, let's get a juicy one. Since maps are so fast, that looks fun, right? Same strat, except the tree might have changed slightly where I took a little bit more map sustain. It might be the exact same. Either way, I showed it. People be like, what the? Yeah, trust, it's good, man. Boom! And then the best part is honestly when you get to the boss, and the boss damage is getting pretty good now. He gets immune at halfway, but yeah, he didn't do it there. He just died. Okay, cool. Some of the times he gets like halfway and just does the phase, and then he goes like invulnerable. So you actually have to have more damage to burst him so he doesn't do the phase. You skip it. Yep. Bro, the explosions, the clear, the damage. 3,700 HP. I haven't even been dying with less HP. Yeah, I gave up a bunch of HP. I was wondering if there was anything up there. Here's where I could run down, fuck around down here for a bit, because the timer on the thing is so long for my... Okay, now I can come back and shit should be spawned. And then the funny part is when you pop it, and then you get it to the end, this is where things spawn, and I can't tell if this is giving me loot or not, or if it seems like it's not even worth killing the extra shit, and it's just kill this guy and end it, and get the good amount of blood, and then I'll basically be full. And you can run away too, and then it pops when it... There we go. Ancient, that's good. Ancient is like 16C for an ancient womb gift. People in their foul-born stuff. GG. I swear the map bugs sometimes, and says there's monsters when there aren't. It was those. Hey, we're good. GG. And then I had one more. Oh, okay, yeah. I had some juice. But either way, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have been enjoying the league as much as I have. What? I didn't get any? No way, dude. But then yeah, I have these ancient, and I could be selling them, and I've been opening up like graft or equipment because they're pretty cheap, but then I stopped even looting them. I loot the ancient and the currency, but then I just sell the ancient because I haven't gotten anything out of this at all, and if they're worth that much, it doesn't make any sense to me. Where if I could make that much from selling them, like what? What are people doing with them that I'm like, right? You gotta just accept it. Like, oh, they're worth that much. Oh yeah, the Ammy. Oh, this is good. I'm glad. I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. I can't end the video. So I did that just to like give myself some time to remember. Okay, so the Ammy. I had the +3 and it's cheap replica. Dragon Fang's Flight. And so mine had the determination corruption, but basically, oh yeah, I could do a catalyst on my thing for resistance. I just remembered because I saw it on my thing here. Hell yeah, dude. I always forget catalyst exists. But okay, this was cheap and I highly recommend the +3 zombie, but this Ammy, okay, so to talk about, it gives me the extra socket, and then I put Awakened Void Manip in there, and I put the Withering Touch in here, and then it's really about this Empower. It's like the Empower is a +4 with the chest being the +1, so it makes it, right, because there's a 4 makes it a 5, it's an Awakened Empower. This is only a +3, this is a +4, right, and then I want to run Withering Touch, and I want to run Void Manip, and Awaken Melee Fizz, Awaken Minion. So really the main reason that you would want your Empower in the link is to get the zombie to 34 for the extra zombie, also for the CDR, the extra AoE, the extra survivability from the HP if you're running Awaken Minion damage. So then with Empower, it's more than the Ammy, but if you can't afford this one, because this was like 19D, it was 20D for this one specifically because of the cold res and the lightning res and the chaos res not being too bad, and it being fire res extra, where I balanced me out actually really well, and I had the extra 3 chaos res and everything, so this was only 1D extra than a normal one, but it was already pretty okay rolls because the fact that it can go -30. This Ammy is a divine deleter, dude. Okay, so then yeah, a 7 link, but then it's like, think about it, you get the extra +1, the extra +2, and the extra poison. So how many links is this? What is this chest? And then yeah, they're 35 that I showed you. They're still 60k, and then I haven't had them die. Like I played on it for all day after I did it, so I got the Mageblood, but I did all these changes and I played on it first before, so it's like really sick. And so out of this you'll say, but Ethan, I don't have the Ammy, and Ethan, I don't have this chest, I don't have this +4. What about, I don't even have a power 4, baby. Okay, so in that scenario, you can actually just run Withering Touch, as long as your zombies aren't dying, and yeah, it's pretty good. Withering Touch is really sick, especially on bosses, especially how short the Wither is, because the Wither from your Ascendancy is 25% chance to apply Wither. It doesn't tell you how long here, but when you see it here, it's saying 2 seconds, and even like, we get it on the Spectres, the Carrion Golem of Hordes, and the Stone Golem of Safeguarding, but again, it's only 2 seconds, and then like to really stack it up on a boss, and if the boss moves or the boss teleports or whatever, it just really helps to stack it up. And then this is a lot of extra damage, 6% stacking up to 15 times, so like 90% increased chaos damage. I used to carry but the Demon Harpy 50, and this is 90, so it's really good. Chaos is sick, and then like I was saying, pretty much for cheaper, and if your shit's not dying, and you want the most damage, it would be using the links without the Empower, basically. But if you need the extra survivability, you run the extra Empower, especially if it gives you an extra zombie. it's not that bad then. It's really about the breakpoints. The 34 and the 25, I think, are the two that you get an extra zombie. But then it's still good all the way up to like even 39, 40 for the AoE and the CDR breakpoints. So that's a whole separate thing. But I'm just saying for like DPS for people, since they see me now with like 9 link, and then they really would ask what the priority is. So I was yeah, giving priority for damage because yeah. Anyway, so now that's it. It's funny, dude. The wands, man, are so hard to make. Oh my god, I've had to. I've done everything else, but just like I tried to craft this and I just deleted divines and then literally downgraded my wand and it's like, what the why are they so hard to make, dude? Well, either way, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys are having a good season though too, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.